Hello! Kelly asked me about mail merging last week to make some labels, so I'm going to walk you through that process today. I'm starting in Excel because I wanted to show you I just have a list, a basic address list in Excel. And I'm going to go ahead and close that up now that you've seen it and jump on over to Word. In Word, if you want to make labels in a mail merge, then you should move right over to the Mailings tab on your ribbon. And I have been doing this for so many years, I am used to using the step-by-step mail merge wizard. You can do all these steps using the Mailings tab, but I prefer, even now, to turn on the mail merge wizard so that I can walk through all the steps just over here in the pane on the right. So what I've got here is a setup. If I'm going to type a letter, I could start from this blank document, but her particular question that Kelly had was setting up labels. So that's what I'll walk through. So labels, and next to a starting document, and it allows me to use the existing document and change layout if I need to. And I just have to go in and shop for that size of label that I want. Let's get that going. There it is. And it has remembered what I've used last, that Avery 5160 is the standard address label. You get those sheets that are 3 across and 10 down. So that's already set for me here. Otherwise, you'd have to pick the manufacturer and pick the size. And it always says on the package will help you figure that part out. Anyway, there is then a table grid set up for my labels. So I'm ready to move to the next step, selecting Recipients. Now I've already got that file made, so I'm going to use the existing list. Look, you could also pick from your Outlook. If you've got all your contacts entered there, you could do that. I'm going to go out and browse. And let's see, I've got those in my file setups, and that is called address list. So there it is. I've got my file. It's got just the one sheet in it, and that's good. And I hope you saw there was also a checkbox there. The first row is a header. And then at this point, it's picking up all the names that I had in there. And I could go ahead and set up sorting in here. So I could do by last name and then by first name. Ascending would be fine. And I'll just point out, I put one in there. I put some Wichita. I also put one Derby. So I could put city equal to Wichita. So I'm just picking out just those addresses. So you can do those kind of activities in here before you even go. So I'll just say okay once I've kind of messed with my list. Then at this point, I'm going to set up the first label just the way I want it. When I get it perfect, then I will update that label to the rest of the individual 29 other labels there. So I'm good there. I've got my list. Now I arrange my labels. And you see I can go forward and back, next and previous in this. So if I feel like I messed up, I can go back a step. Now some people will use the address block. I like to just open more items and bring those in. It brings me a list. Notice you can also pick up your fields from up here. I'll cancel that for a moment. You can pick them up here, first, last. There they all are. So if you wanted to use this at this point, this works great. So I could do first and then hit space and then do last and then hit enter and then come in and address, enter, and then I can come in city, comma, space, state, space, space, and zip. Okay, so at this point, I can do the formatting I want. These are all codes. These are all codes for those individual fields. So I could come in and do formatting now, like maybe I'm not happy with the spacing, so maybe I can remove space after paragraph, tighten that up if that was a issue. Let me go to line spacing option. Yeah, see there's some space before. Maybe I just want single space there, kind of tighten it up. Maybe I want to add some space in front of that top line now. There, I position it down a little bit. And maybe also, too, maybe I'm not happy with how close it is to the edge. Sometimes with labels, I just bring it in, the indent in, just a tad. And then it looks like I've got plenty of space there. Maybe I'll go ahead and increase the font a bit. And maybe if you wanted to do like a bold first name, you could do that. Any formatting you want, you could do it here. Now, once I have that first one set up, all I have to do is update all labels back over here on my mail merge wizard. Now, it'll just go next record, next record, next record to get all those. Let's see, I've got a little bit down there. There I can scroll down and I can go on to next, preview what they look like, and there's what it's looking like. I've got organized by, it's sorted by last name and then by first name, and then I've pulled out only those that had the Wichita address, and this is just a sampling of it, so I have not yet completed it. I'm going to next complete the merge, and I always go to edit the individual labels. This gives me a chance to complete the merge. It puts it in this fresh document for me. And at this point, if I was unhappy with something, I could select things. Maybe if I wanted to change the font at this point, I could go in and change the font and do that all at once. Whatever, I can format however I want at this point. And I can remove one or edit the address. It's all in my court now. And this is done then. I can save this file and I'll just put it on my desktop, labels, and then I print it. That's it. I've done my mail merge. And you'll see you end up, there's the mail merge document. So you can actually save the mail merge setup and then reuse it, and then you can go in and move back through it, and you can have it connect to a different list. So you can do that as well, but your finalized labels turn out in a finished document like that. Hope this helps. Good luck, Kelly, and everybody else.